Mahogany, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so great. I just want to say, sidebar, you are named after my mama and my auntie's favorite movie. I'm sure you probably get that all the time, though.
Yes, thank you. That's my grandpa's movie, so I'll let him know you like it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
It's like all I remember from the movie because I like whenever they're watching, I always get out of their way. But Diana Ross singing, "Do you know?" You know what I mean?
Damn, the theme song.
You already know. Mahogany, welcome. How are you doing? Are you good?
Yes, I'm great. Having a great day. Super
How's
excited to
your
be here.
well, we're so excited to have you. How's your time during quarantine?
Very sheltered. We've been
Really?
inside majority. The only time I go outside is to walk my dog. So it's
Really?
been very, yeah, it's been very, distance.
Only reason I asked that because I feel like, when it first happened in March, I feel like I was like just sheltered in the house, wasn't
Yeah.
doing anything. I was thriving. I was good, TV, blah, 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 blah. But now I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit lax with just like,
I, I feel that. Yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting time. I feel like I've ran out of every Netflix show ever. Like Tiger King feels like it was a million years ago. But I'm trying to stay busy with filming and music and stuff. So,
what are some of the other things that you were watching during quarantine?
90 Day Fiance was my jam. It feels like also millions of years ago.
Mhm.
But we binged that. Now we're on a Big Brother kick. We started. There's like 22 seasons, so we started in the back. We're like in the
You
beginning.
started from the first
Pretty
season.
much like the first few, and
Uh-huh.
we're on 15, and it's pretty lit. It's juicy.
Do you feel like you've been hella creative during this time?
Yes and no. I definitely am really good at napping now. I feel like
Mhm.
I've gotten like an A plus at that, but I have been pretty creative. I've made a few songs, and two of them are out from quarantine. Actually, three of them. So I guess I have been pretty creative.
I was wondering because I feel like, when you're creating songs and, of course, writing songs and things like that, you have to go out and experience the world. But since you're not doing that right now, like, what do you use to pull from?
Honestly, social media is a huge thing. I feel like it influences everybody,
Mhm.
and just kind of like how I feel and like just stuff I hear, and I'm with my family all the time, so I use influence from them, and it's been fun. It's just whatever comes up, could be anything. Could have never happened to me. Could have happened to me. Just grab from thin air.
So you're one of those people that's able to write and it's not necessarily something that happened to you.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. Like my first song, "Boom," was about being in love, and I've never been in love at that time. Like I never experienced it, but I wrote about it.
I think that's talent, though.
Oh, thank you.
I want to talk about your new song, Fatty Cake. Which first listen, I was like, okay, this is a jam. I love how upbeat it is. For someone who hasn't heard Fatty Cake yet, tell them about it.
It's a confident song.
Hmm.
It's about just shaking your booty, no matter the size. Everybody has a fatty cake, and it's just about like letting loose. And you can like imagine you're in a club because we're at home, but you can just take yourself there. So it's very fun, I think.
It's a very fun song. I love that it's like a bop because we're not allowed to go to the club or hang out or anything like that. So we need to, imagine right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you spoke earlier saying that that was your grandfather's movie. So I'm assuming you're from the infamous, the royal family that is, music, the Gordy family. Yes.
Yes.
Was it something to be expected of you to go into the music family, or is that just something that you wanted to do?
No, I feel like everybody in our family kind of can do their own thing. Whatever they love, like everyone's encouraged. Like for a while, I wanted to be a basketball player. So it definitely went in and out. I always wanted to be an entertainer. And then all of a sudden I realized I could hit them threes. And I was like, maybe WNBA. I didn't know. So I just was like, we'll just stay in my lane. And I'm so happy that I sing and DJ and all that stuff. So I
At
definitely,
what age were you like, okay, I want to do this. I want to entertain. I want to sing.
I've for as long as I can remember. I remember singing in the kitchen to my family, constantly trying to show them things. I remember having my mom write down my first song for me because I didn't know how to write. It was like a mess. So I was like, please write this while I sing it to you.
That's awesome
Yeah, that was
that you
fun.
just grew up around it.
Yeah.
What's a piece of advice since getting into the music business officially that you got from someone that you're like, this is true?
Ooh, I always go back to something my brother told me. It's always perform like it's somebody's first or last show, as if meaning if someone has never seen a show before, like give them your all, and this could be their last show they ever seen. So give them your all. I wish I could quote it correctly, but it was something like that. You know what I mean?
Do you miss being out on stage and performing?
Yes, so much, so much. It was so fun.
What's your favorite thing about performing?
The crowd. I just love the energy and like the happiness and the feeling you get dancing and singing as like a unit because everyone's so connected in that moment and it's just so powerful and so like beautiful. It's just so uplifting. I love it so much.
Does it trip you out when you're on stage performing and you can see people out in the audience just singing along to your words? Like,
Yes, the first few times I definitely cried, but it is incredible. It's a dream come true.
it would trip me out because I'm like, wow, people actually pay attention and
Yes,
and like, what I'm doing and performing.
yes, it's wild to think someone would take their time to like learn my words. It's wild.
What's the most, I guess, touching comment that you've gotten from someone while listening to your music or meeting you or seeing you?
Honestly, there's a few that pop into my head, but the people that say that I've like just helped them with their confidence is a really big thing because I know it's really hard to find your confidence or be confident, and especially like being on social media and showing yourself and sharing yourself, you put yourself out there to so many negative comments, and that definitely can take you down. So it's so nice to be able to be a place and be like a person that people can come to and I can help make them feel confident or I can give them some nice words to make them feel better.
Are you someone that reads comments?
Yes,
You do.
I
Do,
do.
do they get to you?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, some of them definitely do because I mean we're all human. But then you have to think that if you don't put energy into them, then they don't mean anything. People have bad days and sometimes just want to bring other people down with them. So you just can't live in that space with them.
Also, I feel like if they ran into you in person, they would not come with that energy.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't say this to their like closest friend. They wouldn't say this to somebody at Walgreens. You know what I mean? It's just because it's behind a screen, and
Hmm.
there's like no, like nothing can happen to you if you're like mean behind a screen.
I feel
Until I report you, but then
exactly. Oh, I'm good for reporting people as spam, especially like, oh, you want to disagree with me on my page? Report as spam. I am good for that.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Ain't no shame in the reporting game.
Exactly. So I feel like you do it all. You do your TikToks, you're DJing, you're singing. Do you feel like it's important to have your hands in a lot of things?
I definitely think it's good to focus on one thing, but I like to multitask. So for me, I love to have my hands in different things just because I like to do a bunch of different things. But I don't think it's necessary. I think if you have one idea of what you want to do, that's great. But if you have 12, that's great as well.
Absolutely. I want to know when you're on stage performing, right? Has there ever been a situation that, like, what is your most embarrassing moment while being on stage performing?
Oh, I
If
wouldn't
you
say
have
it's
one.
embarrassing, but this not like scariest in the sense of the power went out on stage, like all the music, everything cut off when I was DJing for an event called MacCon. And so
Hmm.
I had to think on my feet while they figured it out. So I started like a stomp clap and we all started singing Boyfriend from Justin Bieber. So it ended up being like amazing and one of my favorite stories, but it was terrifying when it happened. I was like, okay, I have 10 seconds to figure out what to do while everything is turned off right here. No mic, nothing. It was a learning experience and now I know what to do.
That's actually really smart because you didn't have anything to work with.
Nothing. Yeah, it was a whole thing full of people. I was like, come on. And then it worked and everyone knows Boyfriend, so it was a few years ago. So it was great.
I honestly want to be your friend.
Please.
There is, I feel like there is something about your personality that you cannot help but to like and want to hang out with you. And I feel
That's
like you probably get that all the time.
I mean, not really. I mean, like I guess. I don't know. Like you're so bored with it. I appreciate that so much. Like that's so sweet of you.
No, because I feel like sometimes I'll interview someone and it's just help me.
Well, I'm having a great time talking to you. You're really easy to talk to, so that's probably why.
Absolutely. So before we go, let us know, what do you have coming up next?
Hopefully more music, some music videos, and right now I'm just about to go celebrate my birthday. So
Oh, it's your birthday? When?
birthday, fatty cake, birthday cake.
Get out. When's your birthday?
Yes, right now.
Happy birthday!
How to fit you in, you know what I mean?
Shout out to the Libras.
Thank you.
My mama's a Libra. Tara's a Libra. I feel like Libras are so chill until you get them mad and then they want to like.
No, my mom's birthday was yesterday and my dad's birthday was the 2nd. So it's birthday week.
You know what? Happy birthday. I appreciate you just taking time to talk to us on your birthday.
Thank you so much.
And I cannot wait until this is over, until you're able to come into the studio and actually chat with us.
That'd be so fun. You have to come to
Mahogany,
a concert, you know?
say that one more time.
You have to come to one of my concerts.
Oh, as soon as this is over, I'm down. Just let me know.
I will.
Well, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate the chat.
Thank you.